Hello and welcome to Devotions. Today I am getting ready for Thanksgiving at the church. Here is a cornucopia, and in a few days this table is going to be filled with fruits and vegetables, the abundance of harvest. We celebrate Thanksgiving because we were foreigners entering a foreign land, and the citizens of this space welcomed us. And when we had nothing, they gave abundantly. That story of us without receiving from those who have is ingrained in Thanksgiving. And we are supposed to pass it on. We are meant to see as Christians that we live in abundance. I grew up in a home that was middle class in a neighborhood where the majority of people earned more than my family did. But we didn't know it because my parents taught us that God gave us wonderful abundance, and we were meant to share it with the church. We were meant to share it in charities. We were meant to give tax dollars to our government so that the people who have nothing would have enough. I remember growing up, going to soup kitchens and to homeless shelters and to food pantries. I was on Meals on Wheels. We went into these low-income parks and picked up litter, all because we were duty-bound to give, duty-bound to share, duty-bound to understand that life is not fair, and I have more than most, and I am meant to give back out of gratitude. The Bible says we don't deserve what we have, and yet we are meant to take it and share it. We live in a world these days that is more secular, and that means it's more greedy, it's more selfish, it's more stingy, and it says, I deserve what I earned, and you don't deserve because you didn't work hard enough. Those concepts are foreign to Christianity, and they used to be foreign to being an American. We get to, as people who believe in the book, the Bible, people who believe that God gave us abundantly, we are called to remind the churches and remind our country that we are better than that. That we give when we have. And even when we don't have, we figure out ways to give. There were times that, there was a time my dad was laid off. My mom didn't work. We had nothing. And yet, my dad, he still lifted up his chin and he still said, even though we have nothing, we are still called to give. We are called to care. And what I learned is the more that I gave, the more I received. The more that I admitted that other people have a hard time too, the more I saw how my connection to them made me a better person. So this Thanksgiving, share the abundance. And even if you do not have financial abundance, remember that as you are thankful for the gifts God gives and you share them, you become a blessing for others. You become blessed by God. Happy Thanksgiving and have a blessed day.